Well, hello there, everyone. It is Wednesday, April the 6th. Hopefully this finds you doing well. We're in the year 2022. So remember, who are you? I'm Mazske. I run this channel. I'm a one-man show. And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. All I am is this little guy with a blue collar. Right? I started off a long time ago when I was like 21, 22, putting a tiny bit of money in mutual funds. And it's all led up to today. So with that being said, who are you? If you're watching this channel, I dare say, you are a special person. You are in the minority of the population who cares about having a better financial future. That's who you are. All right? Remember, I said this in a video not long ago, approximately 2% of the U.S. population over the age of 18 invest in real estate. Okay? Now, sure, more than that own a house. They live in a house. More folks own it. And there are some folks who are accidental landlords. They moved out of their initial house, so they have one rental house, but they're not real estate investors. Maybe their parents died and left them a house, so they rent it. They're not real estate investors. Approximately 2% of Americans are real estate investors. Okay? So I dare say there's even less of those individuals who invest in alternative investments. Okay? Could you be one of them? Are you accredited? Do you know what accredited is? If you had asked me a couple years ago, I didn't know what it was. Okay? And even when I met the level of being accredited, I didn't know I met that level. Okay? So basically, in a nutshell, remember, I'm not an expert on anything, but to be accredited, you have to have basically one of two things. One, either have an income of, if you're single, $200,000 a year, married couple, $300,000 a year, for 2 consecutive years with the expectations that you'll continue to make that much, okay? The other way, which I think is more common, is to have a net worth, not counting your primary residence, okay? Not counting the house, the primary residence, of at least $1 million, okay? If you become a real estate investor, not an accidental landlord, but you become a real estate investor, I will pretty much guarantee that you can, if you so desire, become accredited, because real estate will do that to you. Okay. Once you become accredited, you do get some other options. Okay. And you'll hear other YouTubers, Michael Zuber is the main one, and he does not like the term he does not like net worth. He does not like it. He said it many, many times. He does not like it. I understand where he's coming from, but he's being too harsh, because net worth is a tool to measure progress, personal finance. You're measuring your progress of yourself, okay? But you can't eat it. It's not cash flow. You can't live off of it, okay? It's net worth. But for one thing in particular, net worth counts towards accreditation. Real estate investors a lot of times will think, well, if you're accredited, you can invest in syndications, apartment complexes, and commercial shopping centers, and different kinds of syndications, okay? So they'll think that. And that's true. That is an option. Okay. But another option are excuse me, I'm trying to remember my words, are alternative investments such as oil drilling and mineral rights acreage investments. Okay. I've talked about both on my channel before. All right. I have investments in both. I mentioned this the other day too in a video. And in one of those videos at the end, I actually told you roughly the dollar amount I have invested in these two categories. Okay? So with that being said, I receive communication from both investments on a regular basis. Okay? The one in particular, the mineral rights, I get stuff almost every single day. Videos, links to videos, you need passwords, I can't share them. Okay? Because you're not, as they call it, a partner. So I can't share them with you. All right, and I'm not as articulate or as charismatic or as smooth of a talker as the CEO Troy Eckert is. Okay, so I can't copy him. All right, the other company in oil drilling, that's Eckert Land and Acquisitions. Okay, the other company in oil drilling I have an investment with is King Operating Corporation. Okay, They were doing a weekly webinar, and now they do a weekly email with an embedded, usually about a 1-minute video from the CEO, Jay. And I got his book up there. I've showed it before in this channel. But they've just drilled 2 wells, the King Operating Corporation. They've drilled 2 wells, and they fracked them. And oil, these first 2 wells are oil, I believe. Oil is coming out. It's increasing how it's coming out. And they're excited. They're getting excited because that's how they make money. Okay, and the price of oil it's up there. You're paying more at the gas pump, aren't you? It's up there. So they're excited. But then Troy Eckert with Eckert Land and Acquisitions, he's downright giddy with excitement. And it's interesting. It's interesting. I've talked to Troy on the phone, and I'll meet Troy in a couple weeks here at a conference that I've been invited to, all expenses paid, at a resort with supposed to be some lavish parties on the beach or something. Prizes going to be given out. It should be fun. And it'll be interesting. Because if you've watched that video, I think I titled it something like 2020, the mazske saga of 2021 and 2022. I talked more about these investments. So if you remember, with the mineral rights, I started buying them. The first ones I bought were in my self-directed IRAs, so I'm getting that revenue already. One of them, when I bought it, Mobley, when I bought that one, they told me the first year was going to be really slow. It'll pick up a little bit the second year, and then the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, it should really jump up. So the price was a lot cheaper to buy it. So I like that. So I bought, that was my initial investment. So I bought that like 3.7 acres because it was initial $25,000 investment. And it's running about I think I saw a 3.97% return so far. And it's been a little over a year. It's something. It's nothing to write home about, nothing special. But the other 2 investments that are paying out in our self-directed IRAs, one was they're both ramping up. One was at, I think, 21%. One was at maybe 17%. And they're just getting started. So that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. All right. When I look at my oil drilling, we're running, what are we at now? 6%, 7%, maybe, over the length of the time period, something like that. But their expectations, 35, 40% or higher, and it should be ramping up here starting this month, I think. For both those investments, I think, personally, I think I'll see a little bit of an escalation in my revenue starting this month, perhaps starting the end of this week or next week for one. So we'll see. But it's interesting when I watch these webinars and I read these emails, I see a lot of excitement. And I try not to get excited. I don't count my chickens before they're hatched. All right, so until I get any money, or the bigger bucks, let's say, until I get it, I can't guarantee I'm going to get it, all right? Until I get it, I don't know I'm going to get it. But I should get it. All right, I should. Because it's a perfect storm right now. There's windows of opportunity in this life we live in for investments. You can invest always, okay? But there's windows of opportunities that provide special investments for those that are diligent and can do it, okay? The dot-com crashed, presented some fabulous opportunities. I wasn't ready. I didn't have any money. The Great Recession crash in the stock market. Okay, I was better prepared, but I still didn't have enough money, but I did buy like Apple at a better than $1.78 a share adjusted price. I think it's half that now or even lower than that, my adjusted share. I've sold that position, but some of my best buys I made when society was crumbling. in a way. They didn't crumble. That's a harsh word. But right now, and when I found Gary, Indiana, thank you, Michael Zuber. He's the one that introduced me to a gentleman there, Tom Olson. Tom, when I talked to him early on, told me that window, he said, was wide open, but he said he thinks the way everything's gone, it was starting to close. It's closing. That window of great opportunity is closing. Okay? It doesn't mean that we can no longer buy real estate up in Northwest Indiana. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that the chances of buying a rehabbed house for $25,000 or a house that needs some rehab for $18,000 and the $5,000 can get it rehabbed, those days, I think, are gone. The chances of buying a rehabbed house for $45,000 or $50,000, I think, are gone. It still might be a better area to choose than lots of places in this country, but that big, wide open, great opportunity might be closing. So to get back to who are you accredited? If you're accredited, the opportunity for gas and oil investments, that window is open. Okay, that window is open. Are you going to step through it? Are you going to make an investment? I can't do it for you. I can't be much more clear than what I'm saying in this video about my investments. Okay? I can't guarantee you will get great returns. I can't guarantee any of you will get great returns with any investment. All I'm saying is we all get those moments of opportunity. Those windows open for everyone. It's up to us to take that step. It's up to us to move forward. Okay? I've talked about oil drilling and mineral rights investment on this channel going back 6-8 months ago for the first time. To my knowledge, no one out there who's watched my channel, at least no one's told me that they've made an investment. I have one buddy who I've helped, his mom, make an investment. Okay? But no one else, to my knowledge, has done it. I know some of you are accredited. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Look around. Look around. Look at gas prices. They're up. Look at airplane prices. They're up. Look at natural gas. It's up. Look at the administration for this country. Look at the sentiment for this country. They're against oil. There's a group of folks out there who want to cut oil and stuff. Natural gas, not so much, but why not? It comes out of the earth just like oil. It's a finite resource. But oil's dirty, I guess, more so. Okay? But there's a movement against it. But society needs it. Society is not ready to eliminate fossil fuels. Because and we're not moving in that direction. No matter what you may hear, we are not moving in that direction. Which it bothers me because we need to move in that direction. But we're not. Look around. Is every house in your neighborhood solar? Are there solar farms out there? Are there windmills out there? It's providing a very, 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 very small percentage of energy for this country. It's very slow going. It's going to be decades that we are still using fossil fuels. The United States of America has those reserves in this country. We need to, as a society, we need to access them. I don't care if there's groups out there making it harder, because by doing that, it's going to help my returns. Because as the price goes up, my returns should go up. Have you thought about joining in on this? If you're watching this channel, you're an investor or you want to be an investor. If you're accredited, the window is wide open. Take that step. Okay? Good enough. All right. I got a busy day. Got to run. Mazske is signing out.